If it's happening in New York, New Jersey, or Long Island, hear about it with Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.
Live from the Smart Way to Buy.com studios. The Real Deal with celebrity chef David Burke is sponsored by Tavern 62 by David Burke, located at 135 East 62nd Street on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, where restaurant magic happens.
Good morning. Welcome to your Tuesday morning briefing. Here's what you need to know to start your day with your host, former Saturday Night Live superstar Joe Piscopo. Produced by Frank Moran.
Frank Sinatra singing who? Jim Croce? Bad Leroy Bat, and he nails it. That's from the main event from Madison Square Garden with Frank Sinatra. Piscopo in the morning, 8:06 on AM 970. The Answer. We're broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. The one, the only David Burke. David, good morning, brother. Thanks for coming in, man. You are going like nonstop. You're one of the most in-demand chefs, internationally renowned. Everybody knows you. You got restaurants, Tavern 62. Yeah. How's the Castaway Drift House? I'm going to rename them.
It's going good. You know,
down the shore, man.
Stop snowing.
Yeah. You'll be able to go on the beach.
Yeah.
And yet, if you look, and if you get a chance to go to am970theanswer.com and check us out online and video. Thank you, Frankie. You could see the beautiful cuisine that this guy, not just because he's from Hazlet, New Jersey, man. Bloomfield and Hazlet. I love this. Right. Who knew?
Right up the highway, the Parkway.
Right up the Parkway. It's so true. 145 and 117, I guess. Yeah. It's so true. But here you go to internationally renowned around the world, in France and everywhere else. And now you came back home to New York and New Jersey. I love you for that, man. Because people, I guess, stay away. They go.
Well, if you move out to California or Colorado or some of these places,
and they do.
People stay. They stay.
And plus you've got a beautiful. What's the name of the restaurant in D.C.? That's gorgeous.
It's called the BLT Prime by David Burke. It's in the Trump International.
That's fabulous.
Beautiful hotel and a beautiful restaurant. Yeah.
So look what you did. How did you do all this? David Burke right here.
Well, I have a crew. I was at Saratoga yesterday, so I got back.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Late last night.
Look at you. What were you doing in Saratoga? I love to hear.
A project there with the Adelphi Hotel and a restaurant.
David Burke restaurant up there, huh?
Yeah, and that'll just getting started right now. It'll be ready to launch in the next few weeks. I mean, it's open and running, but we're a beautiful town.
Yeah,
beautiful town.
Yeah,
I haven't been up there much. I know it's a big racetrack town, but in general, beautiful. So I was up there, kicking the tires a little bit and checking things out.
Now, do you call your team?
And by the way, I was walking past a paint studio.
This is great.
Yesterday.
Only you, man.
And I took a paint class because I had a couple.
No,
hours.
you did not.
Yeah, I took my first class.
So
I heard when Scott was going to be on TV, who I know, TV on the radio today.
Yeah, TV.
I had the paintings in the back seat of my car. I brought it in.
Do you have this? You have this here? You have a Scott Lebedo painting. Look at this. That he did for you for your restaurant?
No, I did this.
You did that. Oh, yesterday. This is great.
Like a fifth grader.
It's great. I thought Scott did that in elementary school. I got an original Lebedo from the early days.
It's supposed to be a moose with the moon, but there's no way I was doing a moose. So I took my glasses off and I said, I'll do the glasses.
I don't know if you have time to do it. Dave, what do you got for us? You got leg of lamb. Now, my mother will make leg of lamb for Easter,
Easter lamb and Passover also.
Yeah,
lamb's a big deal. Lamb is like the only thing everybody eats. Some people don't eat pork, they don't eat shellfish, they don't eat beef, But lamb seems to be the sacrificial lamb. Everybody eats it. So on Easter, a lot of people, I grew up eating leg of lamb.
Yeah.
In the restaurant, we can't really serve leg of lamb because it's not consistent enough to each portion. So we do rack of lamb, lamb chops, lamb stew. So I made a dish here with rack of lamb with shepherd's pie.
You can see. Wow. Can we see? Yeah, we'll show that to you right here.
I wish they could capture the smell.
Yeah. Look at this. Where am I
there's
going?
a little cottage pie there and
which one?
some
Here, I'll go.
racks of lamb.
Right on my face, George. There it is. Look at that. That is beautiful. And how do you know what's a good cut? You said in the restaurant.
Well, a rack of lamb and a loin of lamb, so it's the sirloin and the ribs.
But
there's also other cut. A lamb shank you use for stew, but a good leg of lamb for home is great. You cook it correctly and slice it thin. I do like it. Again, I can't serve at the restaurant because we don't get every every portion's different. So because of the size. So that's one thing. I made something called matzo brie, which is a Passover dish.
Oh.
I mean, I've done a few Passover meals,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
really scrambled eggs thickened up with ground matzah.
Wow.
And you add whatever you like, but I added some vegetables.
What's in there? What is in there? That on top, the vegetables are on top of what?
Peppers and onions and mushrooms.
Let me
it's
see that.
like a
Albert, if I
Western
may.
omelet, really.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Because matzah, it's like the perfect food, man. Because it's got no calories in it.
It's so underrated. And you'll see as in the last 15 years or so, you realize how Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, kale, all that stuff beets got popular. When we were kids, no one would eat anything.
Nothing.
And like matzah is one of those things, and like falafels and hummus.
Yeah.
Middle Eastern food is starting to come alive a little bit. So I would hope to see more matzah used in creative ways.
Look at this. Thank you, George. This is egg in here.
Egg and we added crumbled up matzah crumbs.
Look at this.
And it thickens it up a little. It's just a tradition.
This for us?
A little updated. Yeah, everything's edible.
I love it. We could do it.
And then we
it's
did
kosher,
this.
right?
So,
it's kosher.
It's kosher. It's kosher. And
look at wow.
this is
Look
now.
at this.
I was talking to Shelley about traditional lamb
Yeah,
presentations,
yeah.
and the whole story about why they painted Easter eggs and why there's mint jelly with mint jelly served with lamb.
Explain that to us.
Well, mint is they're bitter herbs. I mean, lamb was the first animal you could eat after a long winter because you could eat spring lamb, baby lambs. So and everybody ate lamb. Mint grows where the lamb grazed. So if you were on the farm, so mint was also the powerhouse herb that killed the rancidity or the gaminess of mutton. So a lot of these traditions are based on before refrigeration or transportation.
Yeah.
So you mustard, strong condiments with meats. So that's why you have, and mint jelly is really made out of vinegar and apple juice, apple cider, and then they throw the mint in there. So you have the acid to help break down and help digestion. So untraditional.
This guy.
He's like a scientist.
It is. It's like science.
Untraditionally,
Well,
I like to serve octopus with lamb because I go Mediterranean, where the Greeks and the Italians,
it. Oh, yeah.
they'll eat octopus
this.
as
Look
an
at this.
appetizer.
Look at this.
But we can combine it with lamb. So this is an octopus chorizo kebab that you can find at both Tavern 62 and Drift House in Seabrae. And that's kind of one of our singers. Now I gave Frank.
Yeah.
This I thought you'd like. So this is, and what's nice about octopus is
Look at him recoiling.
it makes for a great presentation.
That's cooked octopus.
That's cooked. Now, the raw one is over
You could
there.
eat. You could eat this.
Yeah, you can eat that.
It's
Or you
cooked.
can use it for
Bon
Halloween.
appetit.
Yeah, that's like a small octopus.
That is a small one.
Manja.
Look at
Oh,
this.
boy.
Looks like a
Look at him.
Hey, wait, it's
Oh,
Squidward.
hey, how you doing?
It's Squidward.
Squidward.
Hi, Joe. What's going on?
You got SpongeBob in there.
Well,
That's it.
that's
And
how
look at
gross
me.
it is.
Oh, squid.
Imagine
No, it is Squidward. Squidward's a squid, right?
Yeah.
Imagine scuba diving and come across like one of these huge.
Where do you get this stuff
I
now?
buy it.
Out of the ocean.
Yeah. So, but this with the vinaigrette for Easter.
It's
perfect.
delicious.
And you go up and cut your own. And you just toss it with lima beans and peas.
One of my fondest memories, David Burke, is when I was in the kitchen of my grandmother's house in Rutherford, New Jersey. They fresh from Newark, and they went to Rutherford out in the country.
Right.
And I remember watching the tentacles of the octopus outside of the boiling pot. They would-
Still moving.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
you're
would-
talking fresh.
They would boil. Well, that's what you do like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
As the Italians
Like the
would do that.
spaghetti when it didn't fit in the pot.
Yeah, right. Just kind of gone like amazing. So how do you, and then what is this right here? I see something that looks spectacular.
Well, I just thought I'd do a prelude to what I'm going to do in the future. This is called.
Smells like a crab cake.
It's a lobster steak.
Oh, look at this! Oh, look how he makes this. Look at this! Is genius.
It's a 2-pound lobster.
Look at that! Look at that! Hold up the camera if you would. Look at that! Look at
2
that!
pounds of lobster pureed with some butter and some hunks of meat. So yeah, almost like a crab.
And let me see
but
the
more of a
finished
lobster.
product. Now, what do you do? Bake that, David?
Sauteed.
Saute
And
it.
all the juice, because it's raw lobster, all the juice gets locked in, as
Right.
opposed to when you put it in a steamer.
This is from Murano, isn't it?
It's
Yeah,
from Murano.
and you're looking at here you go,
And
Frank.
there's a little lemon there, but that's all you need, and it is cooked.
Yeah, we could do that. Thank you,
And
David.
so that's the reason I designed that dish.
Yeah.
When I was at the River Cafe years ago is people when they have cufflinks and they have expensive clothing on, they don't want to mess with shells and bibs and all that.
Yeah.
So we took
very
all
interesting.
the work out of
Yeah,
it
yeah.
and put it in there. I once made spare ribs. Love spare ribs, but I can't serve them in my style of restaurant because we poked while the ribs were hot. We pushed the bone out.
Yeah.
And put in asparagus.
Oh, what? And then you serve it on a plate.
Yeah,
just
and then
like
you
that.
just cut it, but the asparagus replaced the bone. It
Genius.
Was one of very difficult to do, but if you're really ambitious, give it a try. You know, you cook your spare.
So I know you're a regular guy. In your spare time, you take painting classes.
The first time I ever did it.
Listen. So my buddy Mike Lindell, who's got the incredible success with My Pillow, he says he has visions at night. That's the way he invented My Pillow. He told out. Remember, Alex told he had a vision how to make a. Do you have vision? Does David Burke have visions when you get the 2 hours of sleep that you get at night? Do you say this is when and I'll get this food with that food? And do you create that, or do you sit around with your chefs and
Shelley had said to me.
Shelley Goldberg?
We've known each other, but recently we've been spending some time.
Yeah.
She says I have Post-its all over my brain.
Do you?
Yes, that's the way it is. It's ideas that are just sticking around the inside of my skull, and you pull them down and you get to them and you connect them.
Yeah.
That's basically how somewhat of the way I.
But how, David Burke, do you determine what food goes with another food?
Well, experience is one. Travel is another. History, geography, experimentation. The daring attitude. I mean, at the end of the day, it's only food. If it doesn't work, oops. It's not. It's not like a winemaker where you got 1 year one crop.
That's
if
it.
it doesn't work, you're screwed.
That is it. Now, with the lamb, do you have the salt? Your famous.
You can dry age lamb. We don't do it, but it is a good idea. You could. Lamb has enough gaminess to it, so if you age it, it'll get a little more gamey.
Yeah.
And that's really one of the things people don't like about lamb.
David Burke, the world-renowned chef. And look at this. Oh, this is great. What is this now?
I found this at a trade show in Chicago.
Yeah, no,
it's so silly, but now that Easter's coming. This is a singing egg. You put it in the water. You keep it in your refrigerator so it's the same temperature eggs. You put it in a pot with the eggs. It sings a song when they're soft-boiled. It sings a different song when they're medium-boiled. And it sings another song when they're well done. So if you want to get it's something interesting,
you can put it right in
hard-boiled eggs for Easter.
This
it goes in the water.
This is right.
I haven't used it. I just got it. And it's genius, actually.
You know what we want to do? We want to do. Frank will do the 8-ball for you. I'll put my voice to this. We'll do Sinatra singing this, as a matter of fact.
But that goes in the water? You put it in the water?
It floats, and then the voice comes from the top of the hole.
Oh, that's pretty wild.
It's kind of funky, right? I saw the guy at the show. He's from Germany. I don't have the info yet, but I just think there's always room for another idea.
Yeah.
Hey, so tell me, help me out here, David, and thank you for doing all this preparation.
welcome.
David Burke, Tavern 62. You don't want to miss that.
We got a great Easter brunch in both places.
Right there. That's a great restaurant. That's a fun restaurant. It's open. It's fun. Plus, you got that beautiful room upstairs. That is a classic room, and a private room if you want.
Yeah.
And down the shore, that's going to open up. I guess
open.
It's open, but I mean, you go on the beach. We'll
have an
table?
outdoor dining area once the weather permitting. Yeah.
That's what me and Al are going.
Yeah.
Oh, we are?
We got a date.
I have a surprise. We have a drink named after you.
Really?
It's the Joe Pisco. Joe Pisco Sour, or the Pisco Joe.
Pisco. What?
You know what Pisco is?
No, wait.
I'm surprised. It's a national Peruvian drink and or Chilean drink.
Oh, that's
and
great. I knew
Pisco
that.
100.
And what is in it? Dare I ask? What's in the drink?
Oh, I don't know. We got to make it up.
Oh, we can make a drink. Oh, we'll make a famous one.
Yeah, that's what's the fun
I know
part
what
about
it is.
being a restaurant.
I know what it is. The one
the classic one has got lime juice, pisco sour, and egg white, like a frothy. But now it's becoming popular. So
so we could do something a little more conventional than that. David, so
You gotta get syrup in there.
Maple syrup. That's a great idea,
it is a
Frankie.
good idea.
Crown maple syrup, which we have right here. Your favorite as well, David Burke. Hey, David. So if I want, and I'll let you go, man. Thank you for all this work, man. You are just such a joy. Thanks to Shelley Goldberg for bringing that David
Even brought
with us.
dessert, too.
I know.
Oh, yeah, let me see.
What do you got?
know
What's
what? I'm glad you brought it up, Al. That is oatmeal, like you've never had oatmeal.
What,
Really?
Let me see,
Oh,
Albert.
wait a
Let me see
second.
that. This is now you're talking.
It's oatmeal and almond creme brulee.
Wow. Oh my God.
So
It's
if
not
you
hot.
want
It's
to
not
get
hot.
your kids to eat oatmeal,
This is like, oh my God. So what's in there now? Oatmeal?
Oatmeal, leftover oatmeal. We cooked the oatmeal. Then we add the creme brulee base with almonds and a little bit of orange.
We could taste all this now?
Yeah.
Oh, good. We're gonna start doing that. And also, so if I ask my food to be burned, remember, or well done, that's so sacrilegious. But anymore, is it getting more and more accepted? I always like my meat cooked through and through.
It depends on the attitude of the chef.
Yeah.
My attitude is, if you want well done, I just charge you more. Takes longer to cook.
David Burke is the man right there. We love having you on the show, man. Shelley, thank you. Thanks to Shelley Goldberg, David Burke. Google David Burke, and we'll post everything on am970theanswer.com. There's the man right there. 8:20 right now. Debbie, you're missing all the fine eats.
I'm hungry. I'm so hungry now.
I know. I'm gonna taste my oatmeal. What's this called?
Creme brulee.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh my God.
I have to have that.
This is great. Debbie's got the roads out there for you. This is pre-storm. I know that means traffic, Deb. 20 minutes after 8 o'clock on AM 970 The Answer. Cheers. Salute.
Cheers. Salute. Save me some of that good oatmeal.
Everybody knows this guy. No, everybody knows he can do a radio show. Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.